Okay, so this is just a small tutorial on how to do basic surround sound in Ableton. We'll start with quad, which is just 4 speakers in a square. Quad is the easiest form of surround sound, and there's lots you can do with it. So I'm assuming you've got your surround sound 4-channel out sound card, like a Focusrite Scarlett with 4 outputs. You need 4 separate outputs to 2 amps probably, and just have 4 speakers in the corner of your room. Then you need to go up to options, settings, make sure your sound card is selected, and then on output configuration just make sure that the stereo and mono outputs are selected. Next you want to open the surround panner, which I don't have live on this machine like Max for Live, so I have just got it downloaded here. It's called Surround Pan AMD or AMDX, so I'm just going to drop it onto that audio channel there, and you can see it pops up there. Now this sometimes takes a little bit of fiddling with, but basically you have to send out the 4 outputs through the sends, the return tracks. So first I'm just going to rename these, which I wouldn't normally bother doing, but to front left and front right, and this one to back left and back right. So that's front left if I pan it to the left, front right if I pan it to the right, and back left if I pan it to the left, back right if I pan it to the right. So that's your 4 speakers. And then what you do is you go back to your channel, and where it says 1, 2, 3, 4, because you've got 4 there, so that's the circle you'll be moving stuff around like that, and it will go front left, move over to the right, that's just normal stereo pan, and then back behind you to 3 and 4 there. So what you need to do is here you select front left and front right, which is this that you've just made, and here you select back left and back right, and then here you go to audio 2 extension out on both of them, and on the second one, that one's 1 and 2, and on the second one you select 3 and 4. So now you just need a sound, so I'm just going to put a sound in here, and it should, with any luck, oh, that's the other thing here, I normally put it sends only, so it's not coming out the main stereo out, and then I will go play, so it's playing, and now when you move this, it should move round in a circle. Now, it doesn't always work on the first one, so you can see, like when I'm going back right there, you can see there it's just going out to the right, and when I move it across to there, it's going out the back left. So you've got this thing called focus, which is the directivity, so if you turn that right up it will be really sharp, it will be completely left or right, and if you turn that right down it will come out of all 4 speakers almost equally. So focus is if you want it to be really directional. If you want it to be a bit more almost like a bit of a wider, right, not quite as point sourcey, you can turn that down a bit. But yeah, it's not doing anything on my front left and right. As you can see there, it's coming out exactly the same on both sides, which is not what I want. Front left should only be coming out the left side, so it should look like that. So what I've ended up doing is just adding another, mysterious is the ways of Ableton sometimes. I'm probably doing something wrong, but I'm just going to make another 1, 2, and then down here I am going to send it to, that's called C return, I'm going to send it to C return, and now that's working perfectly. So it's going left to right, back left, back right. Now sometimes those two will be the wrong way round, and you'll be like, whoa, that's going to the left and not the right. Now I can do the routing in my sound card, but if you do not have a matrix on your sound card like this that lets you, it's a bit complicated and it lets you reroute stuff, all you need to do is just unplug the cables at the back of 3 and 4 and swap them around, and then that will work properly. So in my case, all I have to do is swap those around, but you might have to physically change the cables if you don't have a matrix. And now that is going in a nice circle. Cool. Yeah, hope that makes sense.